Why do we age on the outside but not on the inside? I know older people like in their 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, whatever, and they tell me that they feel like a kid inside. They feel like a 20-year-old, they feel like a 16-year-old, but yet there's this contradiction because they look at themselves in the mirror and it's like some decrepit old saggy gray thing. And it's hard to reconcile that fact. It's hard to feel like you have a young spirit and you feel energized and you want to do things, but then you stand up and it's like, fuck, my back hurts. I have arthritis in my fingers. I don't have any energy. And it's like, that's a striking contradiction. Damn, I wish I could run. Or I wish I could go on my motorcycle. I wish I could like skip around or play like on a playground, but it's like, why would I want to go to a playground? I'm going to look like a pedophile. I'm an old man. That's why I feel like there has to be some sort of integration there. You can't be youthful inside, but then old on the outside, and then feel bitter that you've aged and that you didn't do anything with your life. There has to be some integration there where you are an old man, you still feel youthful, but you're more mature, you're wise, and there's no regret. And I think that comes from acceptance of the fact that, yes, life happened pretty quick. I am not young anymore. I am old, but it's going to be okay. And I think the people that have the regrets, that feel the contradiction between feeling young on the inside and old on the outside, they have that bitterness and those regrets because they don't accept the fact. They don't accept the fact that they're old and that life is coming to the end. They try to fight against it and cling on to whatever they have left. And I feel like the harder you cling on to things as you're being pulled, the more it hurts. The more it hurts your arms and the more it tears at your fingers. That's why the easiest thing to do is just let go, and then now you're flying. You're flying with the wind. I'm a young man. I can't really talk on this topic too much. That's why I'm only imagining what it would be like to wake up as an 80-year-old. But I think of myself, I wake up and I'm like, damn, I'm a young man. I used to be a young boy. Now I'm a young man. I wish I could just play video games and drink chocolate milk. Oh wait, I can do that right now. Fucking stupid. Actually, I like being an adult because as a kid, you have these constraints. You can't do certain things. But the trade-off is, see, as a kid, you don't have responsibilities, but you don't have the freedom to do what you want. As an adult, you have the freedom to do what you want, but you have the responsibilities that come along with that. So which one would you rather take? The lack of freedom and no responsibility, or freedom but lots of responsibility? And with responsibility comes pressure, demands, expectations, stress. Which would you rather take? To be honest, I'd rather take being able to get in my car and get a hamburger without telling people where I'm going to go. I would rather take that with all the stress and the horrors and the misery than being told I can't stay out too late. Or being told to put away the game. It's 2 a.m. What are you doing? You have school tomorrow. Why do we age on the outside but not on the inside? And some people, it's the opposite. Some people, they grow old and then they lose that youthful spirit inside them. And I think that's a very tragic thing. They lose that childlike play and curiosity, and now they just become old on the outside and also old on the inside, where they're just bitter about things and they're too serious. They take things too serious and they have no play left in them. You know, they just they're just, I don't know how to describe those people. That's the only way I know how to describe those people, just that noise, that grunt. Ideally, the best situation is to become old, retain that childlike energy that you have, but combine it with the wisdom and the maturity of being an older person and accepting that you're going to die, accepting that you're getting older, and being okay with it. It is what it is. I think that's the best case scenario because we're all getting older. We're all getting older. We're all going to die. Everything is going. And the more we cling on to it, the more that it will hurt. It will tear at our arms when we try to hold on through the wind. That's why you just got to let go and fly through the wind. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to live more in the moment and be more present and stop yearning for, oh, my high school days when I played Fortnite. Was that really so great? Why do you want to go back when you were younger? I don't. I like it. I like now. I like how I am now. I think a lot of people want to go back to when they were younger because that's when they had their innocence intact. Now when they get older, it's like, fuck, I got to pay insurance. I got to pay bills and shit like that. And the world sucks. And I'm a part of the world now. And holy hell, but at least I can get in my car and go to a concert